Hey everyone, my name is Simpsy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition here today on the channel. We're back with episode 6 of our Norwegian series. Here today, we're continuing our war with the Danes and the English. It's 1261 AD, 42 turns into the campaign. Wow, France has subjugated the Lithuanians. I did not expect that. They did take Vilnius after the Baltic Crusade and set up the Principality of them. So there's a new Pope now, Nicholas, so we can actually re-request that crusade. Oh, they're going to accept! Okay. So I did plan to go to war with the Seljuk Turks in the last episode, but the Pope rejected. I think that would be nice to mix things up. In the English series, we had a crusade against the Moors. Why don't we have a crusade against the Turks in this particular run? Okay, let's set things up. Because we keep on being told to cease hostilities with the English and the Danes, and it's basically burning 5-6 turns. So we've got a lot of armies here. The English have fled and have just built up in Exeter and Wales. That's going to be such a bloody affair. I would even sue for peace, potentially. Because I don't really mind that much if the English court like flees to Wales and Cornwall. Like, doesn't really matter that much. So maybe we'll mix things up, go on crusade, and build up a trade kingdom in Anatolia. Viking Anatolia. That would be different, I think. And fighting against the Seljuk Turks might be fun. Haven't done a crusade against them. So they've taken Antioch, which is interesting. Okay. Well, who are we going to send? So Eric the Lazy, probably the Prince. I will need to keep some. So maybe we send the Prince over so we can get access to these Crusader units. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nice. We'll bring them in. Probably just mercenaries after, because at the moment this Danish campaign is split between the holdings in Scandinavia, Norway, and the Nordic countries. In the Nordic settlements, we have Thorgils, who is married to Magnus's sister, and then that line is sort of ruling Scandinavia while Magnus is here in England. But maybe we'll get his son to go to Anatolia and set up another successor state in Antioch. That would be quite cool. Okay, back up north. Just going to go through my agents. We have our spies in strategic positions. Just keeping an eye. We took Roskilde, Copenhagen in the last. Oh, Kalmar's actually upgraded to a fortress. That'll be good for me to occupy. There are a fair few settlements we probably need to convert to towns, but if that's a castle, we might have a problem. They're still not interested in peace, although they've fled to Sweden now. Still have my diplomats near capitals, just in case we run into princesses, and then King Edward is still being defiant. Okay, still got a bunch of bishops and priests around. We've got like one in nearly every settlement, so that's keeping our relations good. We've moved down Thorgil's children to Lund and Roskilde to govern and manage these territories, and we'll allow Thorgils, who is 73 now, to push to Kalmar, and we're going to send a full stack on crusade. We should keep a full stack in Winchester though with Magnus, who's getting a little bit old at the moment anyway. Okay, I think that's good. The King of Denmark is dead. That's a good sign for us. Let's get some more jesters in, and the crusade crowd grows. It's going to take us quite some time to get down there, but it might be worth it as the Turks are pressuring the Byzantines. And I'm also feeling like we need to be fighting a faction that the Pope's not going to care about. And Islamic, Moorish, the Turks will do. And, wow. Yeah, maybe bringing Anatolia into Christendom might be a good idea. Okay, let's go north again here. Prince Dan, 11%. Maybe we go for the spy? Let's go for the 11%. Bit of a wild shot. Okay, diplomacy-wise, still got pretty good diplomats, which is nice. I guess we're going to keep annoying them for peace.
Can I help? An honor, Lord.
We only just got trade with the Turks.
Without question, my lord. At once.
Adana, okay.
At your service.
So pushing
Can
into
I
this
help?
like Syria
We shall
region.
listen to your proposal.
Maybe if we get rid of King Edward, things might change. Oh my god, relationships worsen when we're trying to do diplomacy. That's just annoying. Alright, let's push into the province of Kelmar. Nearly got a full stack here in Lund. And we'll send Thorgil's son, John. We've also got the princess coming over as well. There's a lot of potential candidates we can marry her off to. She's a pretty good princess. We've had some pretty good princesses in this campaign, thankfully. London isn't too happy, but it never is. Always dealing with unrest. And we'll leave Magnus there. Okay, let's go on Crusade. It's going to take quite some time for us to land in Antioch, but I think it'll be worth it. We just need to not fight the Turks on the open field. If we push them in sieges, we should be okay. And let's just reorganize this. Bring Godfrey the Bastard down. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. Ooh. Freydis Haraldsson. Jens is 40 though. Oh, okay, that's Thorgil's. That's not the king's daughter. She's 40. I think we're not going to get an offer for Freydis for quite some time, and now he's in Oslo. Another Jens. The last Jens died in a crusade in the Baltic, so quite an unfortunate name. Okay, so that marriage has been celebrated. Perfect. Okay. So 1263, going on crusade, going past the Iberian Peninsula now. Doodaloo! Let's continue on. Alright, so try and push this Danish army back. Get rid of this small captain. Let's release, and we'll look to try and take the castle of Kelmar, which seems to be a little bit defended. Still got half a stack in Lund. Oh yes, we also need to marry the king's daughter off. We've got a couple of options. I could marry to Godfred. But he's illegitimate, so I'm kind of reluctant. But maybe in this line here, in the Haraldsson line, so one of the cousins. So I just think I go with whoever's the best command. Probably him.
Will I be a part of a proposition?
Swain, I think it's his name.
I am sure.
Yeah, so let's marry into here, so that the Haraldsson line that is ruling Norway will be slightly strengthened. Okay, and let's mobilize these military forces to now go after what's left of the Danish court that has now fled to Sweden, essentially. Roskilde has fallen, same with Lund, we have Skara, and the Danes are incredibly on the back foot. We are the rulers here now in the Nordic countries. Okay. Let's have a look. So, let's siege Kelmar now. And maintain. Let's move our diplomats and agents in and around Kelmar North. Could maybe try and get rid of the next prince there. Then we've got King Magnus in Uppsala, who's 28, quite a young king. Poor dude's bald. 28. Yikers. Okay. So, back down in England, still have Winchester, moving some units around. Okay. The leader of the Fatimid Caliphate is no more. The Crusade crowd grows. We've had a small desertion just off the coast here in Iberia. Jorvik has now expanded, so we're going to be able to make that a large town. And they want us to cease hostile actions against the Danes. They want us to stop going after them. But we've got them on the back foot. That's annoying. Okay, so we've got 6 turns to do that. We could still maybe do it. Yeah, so if it doesn't say we're going to be full on excommunicated, I think we'll take that. We outnumber them there massively. Let's release the captives. Let's sack. So we failed the mission, but the Pope didn't threaten us with excommunicado, so it should be okay. And now we've got another 6 turns. So as you can see here, we did take a hit. Unless it say this will directly result in excommunication, you still can do military actions against them. And Thorgils the Merciless is now 78 years of age. Let's try and run down a Danish general here that spawned. Still of their dynasty, which is interesting. Okay, spies still in a good position. Maybe get our assassins to go after more of the Danish assets, I suppose. Nice. We got rid of one of their bishops. That might help us out. But still, 45 turns into this campaign. Still doing incredibly well. Nice. Oh, we managed to take him out. 37% for the king. That's quite a bit. We got him. What? Okay. Let's continue to recruit in Winchester. Same with Nottingham. I might look to rename these eventually to more Norwegian sounding. Okay, so England has attacked me here now. It's the reinforcing. It's a pretty good army. Okay. Kalmar Woods. People still want to go on crusade. Construction recruitment report, nothing crazy. Okay, so it's probably worth going around here now and renaming some of these regions to either Norwegian or older Saxon names, just to get rid of the Norman culture that's been springing up. So I went through and just looked at the wikis of just alternative names for some of these castles. So we've renamed London Lundwick. Winchester is going to get renamed. Let's just do all of it, as we are now the predominant power in the British Isles. Let's rename Edinburgh as well, just because we can. I think it'd be quite cool, just to change things up in this particular campaign. And I couldn't really find any other alternative namings. Oh, well, I didn't notice this. Unfortunately, Thorgils has passed away at 79. Damn. Got a pretty good line, though. So, it will continue. Let's run down these generals here. So we're going to have to get someone to be the main commander of that new section of the army, I suppose.
Leave your mercy behind, men.
Okay.
We shall show them none.
Let's move you here.
A crushing victory. They must fear an honor to serve.
And rotate more generals up to Sweden, now that Kalmar has fallen. And then I guess we just continue to go north. Okay, I think it's time for a battle. So we need to deal with some of these armies that are popping up down in England. There's what? 2 full stacks. They're not commanded by anyone, as we've gone through most of the English elites. Technically they only hold, what, Cornwall and Wales. Are they even really that English at the moment? So Captain Bartholomew is going to take command in this one. We outnumber them by 1,000 or so. Right, let's fight this one upon the battlefield and see how we go against the English. Let's push them back from Winchester. So let's advance. Okay, so it is pouring down with rain, which is a little bit annoying, but I think we'll do okay. Let's advance, and we'll try and get a victory here with this stack. So they're coming up against the Norwegian king, while the captain is going to be taking the command of this one. We'll get our reinforcements to be aggressive. So at this stage in the conquest of England, our army isn't looking the greatest, I'm not going to lie. Mostly levies and what we can get from the local levies and recruits. compared to what we landed with. It's bucketing down with rain. We do have the numbers on them, and we're going to make sure we can try and overlap them as well. Okay, advance. Let's give out some attack orders, and then we'll try and general snipe the captain. He doesn't have the command, influence, or authority, really, this general, so if we can get rid of him, I'm sure he will, and his forces melt away. Archers getting some shots down range, which is nice. Can't use flammable ammunition because it's bucketing. Not that I necessarily would anyway. Alright, things are looking good. Oh wow. They are massively on the back foot already. Nice. Fan-bloody-tastic. If I do say so myself. Nice. The right flank seems to be capitulating the most. And then let's focus on the center. Nice, yeah, not much
The battle is very much in our favor. If
you really can do.
true and steadfast, victory will be by the grace of
Unfortunate.
our
Enemy
men have
captain.
slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Oh wow, nice. Nice, the battle is in our favour.
If we remain true and
How have they not
steadfast,
fully capitulated yet?
victory will be
We've
ours.
managed to capture over 1,000. There still seems to be a couple holding. But another good battle against the English.
Look
Yeah,
how
let's continue on
our
slightly.
foe runs.
Just skipping a little bit ahead. And we'll end that battle there. Nice, only lost 1,000. While crushing so many nobles. Nearly 3,000, so let's ransom. That'll be a good payment if they pay it. Unfortunately, the Kingdom of England has rejected the ransom. Our commander's gone up significantly, though. That's good. King Magnus the Conqueror. 65 years of age. Authority, not overly pious. Let's just move some of those knights into his army, and then we got this second one here. We got some English longbowmen that we can use against them. We'll try and melt this second army with Captain Francis, which is bringing a couple hundred less, and it seems to have more spear militia a lot. So we'll ransom, and the remnants are going to flee back to Exeter, and we've got no hostile actions needing to be stopped. As requested by the Pope, we can continue to push. So we might be able to push against Exeter soon, which is nice. And we'll continue on this offensive into Cornwall. I wonder if it's ever going to historically cede. I do quite like the south coast of England. If I had to live anywhere, probably would be there. Between Southampton and Cornwall or something.
Of course.
I love the sea. It's the Australian in me.
My lord.
Okay.
Moving into position.
Move my spy north.
Moving quietly.
Send the turn to continue.
Forest ambush set, my lord.
New mission, so they're telling me to stop now. So we might have to bide our time a little bit. Okay, so the Crusading army has made its way to Gibraltar, going over the strait, as we're still trying to make it on our crusade to Antioch. Well, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 6. Stay tuned for episode 7, coming out the exact same time tomorrow, where we're going to continue this series. Still on Crusade, still dealing with the Danes and the remnants of the English, building up this Norwegian-driven North Sea Empire, which basically expands and resides of two sides of the North and Norwegian Sea. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new, make sure to take care of yourselves, have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpsy, I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.